While I'm not the kind of person who collects slasher films or plays every new horror game that comes out, I do like to creep myself out every once in a while, and that's probably because as a kid who grew up with the internet, in his house it was impossible not to be exposed to things like screamers, creepypastas, and shock videos. Things I probably shouldn't have seen as a kid, and have really screwed me up now to the point where I am desensitized to most things people would consider as scary. I like when horror connects with the viewer, when the villain isn't a monster or a ghost, but something anyone can relate to, which is probably why I'm enjoying Petscop so much, an ongoing video series about an obscure PlayStation 1 game. The thing that makes Petscop unique compared to all the other cheesy video game creepypastas out there is the realism. The videos themselves all play out like Let's Plays, and there's no actual game. It's just a narrator talking over gameplay footage. And these videos get the PS1 look down to the overall atmosphere of the game itself. The graphics and sound design reek of this era, and this is where I think Petscop shines. It feels like a love letter to all the quirky bouncy games like LSD Dream Emulator or Vib Ribbon, but at the same time it pays homage to games like Resident Evil or Silent Hill. Even if you aren't a fan of ARGs or creepy stuff, if you like the PS1 era, I can guarantee you will like these videos. Adding on to the realism is the narrator, Paul. All of his dialogue feels unscripted. There are points in the video where he clearly tries to use a few choice words so that he'll add on to the mystery. But other than that, there is a lot of silence from him, and when something creepy happens, he never overreacts. He usually just acknowledges it and nervously laughs a bit and then moves on. He almost feels like the comedy relief, because I know that if I still did Let's Plays and happened to stumble upon this game, I would react the exact same way.
That's a dead kid. Yep.
The gameplay also feels like someone going through this game for the first time. There are many moments where Paul finds himself going in circles, tries a ton of weird crap to figure out how to progress in the game, and it's just overall trial and error. Some of it works and some of it doesn't. It's the little things. Paul bumping into walls and making other classic game mistakes is what makes the series so relatable and builds the atmosphere. The thing I love about these videos are the subtle moments. Paul is talking like these videos were made for someone in particular, and there are many theories about Paul's connection to the game and the game's connection to real-world events. I won't go too much into detail about these things because I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but it's a total mind when you start noticing the connections. There's so many theories about the series, and maybe I'll go into some one day, but for now this is a spoiler-free review, and I really don't want to ruin anything for anyone. As you rewatch these videos again and again, you will never run out of Easter eggs to find right out of the corner of your eye. You will constantly rewind and pause trying to figure out if you just saw something or not. It's insane how much effort and detail was put into these videos, and I'm so glad I found out about it when I did. When I started watching these videos, only the first two were released, and it's been awesome watching this series steadily grow in popularity. Usually when I find out about these kind of things, they are already over, and the hype has died down, but being a part of this has just been insanely awesome, and I recommend you watch this series while it is still ongoing. There's just so much clear effort and love put into the series, and I strongly recommend you check it out. That's enough creepy stuff for one day, huh? Next time I'm gonna have to do something insanely cute and nice to balance it out. Never seen it. Perfect.